So essentially what we're seeing is that maybe one day, it's possible within the next console generations, maybe 1-2 generations, we might completely lose consoles altogether. Hello, my name is Devin Gonzalez. I'm currently enrolled at the University of South Florida. I'm majoring in the IT program, and I'm aspiring to be a software developer.
Mouse and keyboard integration will be on Xbox One. What are your thoughts on this?
Essentially what my thoughts are on this is that this most likely is the beginning of the end of consoles. So basically what we're seeing is a transition from consoles becoming something of, where you're getting most of the gaming, to PCs being more of the medium through which you play video games.
And I'm thinking maybe they're going to be more upgradable in the future in a sense like PCs are. Each consumer can have what they want instead of here's your Xbox, this is what you have for another 7-8 years. That's definitely coming. Do you think so?
Yeah, there's a possibility of that before, consoles may become completely obsolete. And that's a good, idea. You have an optimized experience, so the more you're willing to pay, the better experience you're willing to get with graphics or that sort of thing.
And as far as the VR headsets, they're kind of pushing a lot of people's attention toward them in the last, 6, 7, 8 months. You have the Oculus Rift, what's it called, HoloLens, right, and Project Morpheus. Project Morpheus being on PlayStation and the HoloLens being on Xbox, seems like they're really getting behind this. Is it sort of like a gimmick, do you think, or is it just a new way of playing that we have to get used to?
Well, there's a possibility that some aspects of the virtual reality type of gaming might be kind of gimmicky, as far as maybe the HoloLens might kind of be a little gimmicky, where it's the kind of augmented reality thing. I'm seeing more so of the actual Oculus Rift
with like a visor on,
It's an actual immersive virtual reality experience to be more of the wave of the future.
And the HoloLens did look cool with Minecraft. I gotta admit, it looked pretty cool. But as far as other games, I don't personally think it'll work as well as people think it would.
Yeah, I'm kind of seeing the same thing. It might be sort of like how the Xbox 360's Kinect was, where they had a couple games that were integrated with the whole HoloLens experience, but as far as it being, the actual main core of what the actual system is about is kind of questionable.
And another hurdle in the next 2 to 3 years for this VR headset trend is that the price. I've heard on sources online that it might be $400 plus. So for people to get behind that in the next 3 to 4 years, I don't know if it'll have such a smooth start, but it's better to have better equipment than, crappy equipment at the start, right?
Yeah, that's a big thing. But also one thing you have to look at too is that everything is expensive when it first comes out. I mean, if you look back in the day when computers first came out, the reason why they weren't in everyone's homes is because they were thousands of dollars. But it wasn't until the price dropped that it became more of a big thing.
And who knows, they might be really, really awesome, and people might really get behind it and turn out to be something, revolutionary for gaming. But as far as the next 3 to 4, maybe even less years amount of time, 4K gaming is becoming a big thing. What are your thoughts on that as far as console gamers?
Well, the problem I'm seeing with console gamers is that they lack the 4K experience as far as Xbox One and PS4 is concerned.
Right.
But, I mean, there's a possibility of maybe down the line they'll create a second version of the Xbox One or the PS4, sort of like how the Xbox 360 Elite was, where they may integrate 4K graphics. But the problem that I'm seeing with that is that the games that previously were on there, so before the whole switch happened, will not run natively in 4K. They'll just be upscaled to 4K.
Sounds very good. Very, very promising. I can't wait. The next 5 years for gaming is going to be huge. Thank you so much, Devin. Appreciate it. And you guys check out my other videos. I have a ton of video game reviews, interviews, discussions, and more. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, game on.